Is the Zhiyun Weebil Lab any good, and should you buy it? Today I'll be going through what's good about the Weebil Lab, what's not so good, and I'll be showing you some real world footage. When looking at new equipment, I always ask myself if it's improving my quality of film or improving my filmmaking experience. My Zhiyun Crane Plus started playing up, so it's time to upgrade. I chose the Weebil Lab because it was smaller than the Crane 3, lighter than the Moser Air 2 or Ronin-s, and the underslung mode struck me as something that could be useful. Having used it for a few weeks with the Sony a7 III, I just wanted to share my thoughts about the Weebil Lab. Let's start with the positives. It's very small. It fits snug in the side pocket of my travel bag and will fit in any small bag, making it the perfect travel gimbal. Each axis can be locked, which makes storing and carrying the gimbal easier, and you're now able to balance each axis individually. There's now a screen which tells you which mode you're in, and buttons and switches to switch between modes, so there's no guesswork involved when it comes to which mode you're in. And yes, it holds the a7 III with the Tamron 2875 f2.8. However, no gimbal is perfect, and so it's not without its issues. From the off, you're forced to use their quick release system, which is essentially an Arca plate inside of a Manfrotto plate. Then, for the a7 III, it's recommended that you use the camera razor, so it's already making the camera bulkier. These are all attached using a coin, which makes the process longer, and tightening them mid-shoot is not ideal. I had a few problems with the tilt axis, where I have to support the weight of the a7 III with my hands just to move the tilt axis. Then it won't lock properly until I continue to support that weight. I returned my first Weebil Lab for this reason, but my new one does exactly the same thing. The app you use to control this is terrible and difficult. Would it have been so hard to put the sensitivity settings on the screen, like the Moser Air? Finally, the settings it comes with are naff and make the gimbal almost pointless, so I recommend getting straight in and changing those settings to match your needs. So with all this in mind, is it worth it? Well, here's some footage from some real world shoots I've been doing. So ultimately it comes down to what you want as a gimbal buyer. If you want something that will hold heavy setups, compensate for messy balancing, and if you do a lot of running with gimbals, this probably isn't the one for you. But there are so many things to love about the Weebil Lab. It's so tiny that it doesn't draw any attention. It's light enough that you can carry it around for a full day. The variety of modes accessible through buttons makes it easy to use, and for the price, the Weebil Lab can offer so much. To round it up, I was looking for a portable gimbal that could hold my a7 III and a couple of heavyish lenses. I needed clean footage for professional purposes, and to top it off, the gimbal is less than £600. For anyone with lighter camera lens setups like the a6500 or the a7 III, I recommend this gimbal fully. I'm definitely keeping this gimbal and will be using it a lot from now on. Thank you for watching. If you have any opinions or questions on the Weebil Lab yourself, then please comment down below. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, then subscribe for a lot more content like this. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.